Why do they use such a cumbersome system? Look at all these switches they have to turn on and off when the decimal system is so much easier.
Yeah.
The reason why they do is because even though it's a rather cumbersome system, the computer can do it very, very fast.
With this small device, our lives were changed as Gen Xers. Coupled with this cable box on the top of our old television, we went from watching just a couple of channels to a full litany of channels to watch, totally changing the way that we viewed entertainment forever. Nickelodeon. For us Gen Xers, cable TV changed everything. Going from dull summer vacation days of watching reruns to suddenly we had endless amounts of television under which we could not dare miss. And for me, one show stood out above all of them. A show about science, physics and math, computers. A show that captivated me, and I built my morning routine around the 30 minutes I got to watch the show in the morning because it meant that much to me. For me, Mr. Wizard's World changed not just my life, but it changed the way I lived my mornings. So what's happened in our lives since the advent of cable television? Well, we've had streaming services. We went from just a couple to now too many to count and too much television to watch in a lifetime. We went from indestructible bricks of cell phones to now NAS computers in our pockets that we can't live without. We went from having one phone line that would occupy the internet for the whole house to now free Wi-Fi anywhere we go.
Okay, if you push escape, watch how fast it goes through those to find 497. Go ahead.
Okay.
Page 2,
yeah,
page 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, page 9. There it is. See it?
There it is.
So they're instructing, hey, write a proof of the fact that there are infinitely many crimes. Do it in the style of a Shakespeare play, through a dialogue between two parties arguing over the proof.
One thing is for certain, AI will change our lives more and faster than anything that has changed our lives in this generation. But where and how?
You're going to see one come from Musk and from Elon Musk and his companies, right? IBM is going to have to probably do the same thing. So the thing is, now you have a AI arms race that's going to go on, not only between companies in the United States. You got probably about 10 companies alone in the United States that have to compete against each other, let alone the Chinese and the Russians and the Europeans. So this stuff is going to scale very quickly in the future. You know, I mean, in a short time, it's going to scale very quickly. It already has. This stuff is actually going to have rapid development because you're going to have all these people working on it at the same time. So what is that going to mean? It's going to have to be embedded everywhere, not on your phones, but also the biggest thing is going to be in your workplace, because that's where the money is.
As we can see, change is clearly inevitable and it is on the horizon. But what kind of changes will they be? Looking around the internet, you see one common theme in many of the articles about AI and what's going to happen in the near future. In essence, none of us should be too sure of our position, not just in the workplace, but our financial positions and the way that we deal with people in relationships.
Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you.
Oh, yeah.
A woman needs a man like a fish needs a bicycle.
All right, we got good ice on them now. You seal the fish hold, a little bit of luck will deliver the catch and set the market.
After decades of demands for treatment on par and equal to those of the average men that they sit across from, one has to ask, are women changing their relationship aspirations not only on par with equality, but the changes that AI is bringing around the corner? Some of the things that you're seeing reek of a perfect storm.
We say the hell with it. We drive right through it.
I told you I've been used before. Good. What you supposed to be like, who doesn't use? What were you used for? A provider? Isn't that what a man is for? To be provided?
If you can out earn a man, you don't need him. If you out earn a man, you don't need him. You need to bypass him. So even if you make the same amount as a man, you need to bypass him. You need to be making more money.
So you really weren't used. You were just doing your job as a man.
If you're a Gen Xer like myself, you've seen us go from black and white TV to color, terrestrial television, and that hanger to cable TV. We've gone from dial-up modems to Wi-Fi everywhere. We've gone from cable television to streaming service, of which we can barely watch because there's so many. And these are all smaller changes compared to what artificial intelligence is going to do to our reality. And so to carry old norms and old expectations, especially after decades of demanding equal treatment, of which for the average man on this planet is not very glorious, it's a perfect storm for a lot of young ladies to get a real feel for how life is just not going to be very pleasant. And I'm not sure if I can say it's unpleasant, and I feel sorry. I can only say that we don't know what kind of future is coming. And so because we don't know, the best thing we can do is be open-minded to living in a way where we can find a way to cooperate with other people so we can make the best life for ourselves. For a lot of passport bros, that means going overseas. For a lot of the young Shira 7 single ladies, single. Best of luck to you. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care, guys.